Trust celebrated the hope of America, evidenced on the National Mall, as well as the importance of Constitution Gardens as a gateway to the three most visited sites on America's front yard: the Lincoln Memorial, the Vietnam Veterans Memorial, and the World War II Memorial. Inside Look TV got to speak to the president of the Trust, Caroline Cunningham, and other distinguished guests. Here's what she had to say. I'm the president of the Trust for the National Mall. The Trust for the National Mall is holding its 8th annual benefit luncheon, and it is really the most important fundraising event that we do that helps us restore the National Mall. The Trust for the National Mall is the official nonprofit partner of the National Park Service, and our mission really is to raise money to restore and preserve the National Mall so that the 29 million people who come here every single year can enjoy it for generations to come. Today, the luncheon that we're having is at Constitution Gardens, the first priority project that we're undertaking. Right now, over on the National Mall on 12th Street, where we were last year, is a big pile of dirt. One of the projects that we're working on is to replace the turf and the soil structure there. So right now, that is underway. This fall in September, we're going to be having a concert on the National Mall, and we hope everybody comes and enjoys themselves. And the other thing is we'll be breaking ground on the work that we're doing at Constitution Gardens over by the historic Lockkeeper's house.
My name is John Edward Ackridge III. Most people call me Chip, and I'm chairman of the Trust for the National Mall. Trust's mission is to basically restore and improve the National Mall to be what it ought to be, which is the best park in the world. The park was not designed to handle the 25 or 30 million people a year that are now visiting the park, and there are not enough facilities here to make the visitor experience enjoyable for everybody. So we are trying to restore the basic park because there's a lot, almost $400 million worth of deferred maintenance that has not been performed over the last 30 years, and there's a need for about another $300 million worth of infrastructure to handle the people load that now comes through the park. The Constitution Gardens was built for the bicentennial back in 1976. Prior to that, there were buildings here that were built, some for World War I and some for World War II, that had been vacant for many years. They were torn down, and Constitution Gardens was built. Unfortunately, back in the mid-70s, the words sustainability and landscaping and gardens were not words that were used together in the English language. And so what was built here was really not sustainable. And if you walk around, we've been giving tours to anybody who wants to take one today to see what condition the gardens are in. They'll see very quickly that it's very thread-worn and in need of a lot of loving, tender loving care.
great event and a very important one for America's front yards. The Trust for the National Mall was founded in 2007 as the official nonprofit partner of the National Park Service with the goal and vision of restoring, improving, and preserving America's front yard, a public space that evokes the pride and patriotism of our nation. Everybody has a stake in America's front yard. It's a place where all Americans and visitors from around the globe can gather to celebrate our freedoms and the beauty of our nation's capital. Don't forget to sponsor the Trust and look for Inside Look TV online. I'm your host, Jane Ruby, and I'll be looking for you next time.